Good evening, Graham Rawlins with our Wednesday edition of News Geelong. Blokes Day Out celebrations and activities will culminate in style this Sunday at Johnston Park with a bevy of displays and good old-fashioned family fun. Another top Lara Food and Wine Festival saw picnic rugs abound on the lawns of the historic Pira Homestead to display the region's best gourmet food and wine producers this week. And later in the program, the Flying Hawk Nathan Curry and Sparkling Lani Salathiel will update us with sport and weather. Since 2007, more than 140,000 Australians have pledged their support for Indigenous health equity to close the gap, as Debbie Meaney reports.
I'm here at Clonard College where the girls are getting right into the Closing the Gap program. I spoke with Megan Evans and some of the students involved about just what's special about Closing the Gap Day here at Clonard.
We first started a couple of years ago when the Close the Gap campaign first started, with Kevin Rudd signing an agreement to say that he wanted to close the gap between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians. We, of course, wanted to jump on board. Social justice issues are really important at Clonard.
I noticed there's a lot of kids here today. It's obviously a very passionate school with social justice issues, as you said. So this is all voluntary today and there's a stack of kids here.
Sure is. The kids love an open mic session. That's one of the great things about our school, is everyone's very supportive of each other and the students are very, they're willing to raise their awareness. So we've got lots of activities going on where the students can do things like paint their nails and make friendship bands in the colours of the Aboriginal flag and things like that. But as well as that, there's some information for the students to learn about why they're doing it. We also have a petition that some of the students are signing.
Well, I find it very important to raise awareness of the Indigenous and non-Indigenous, to raise awareness of the equality of the health equality and the difference of life expectancy between the two.
And what does being a fire carrier mean?
Well, we're just here to help promote close the gap and the difference between Indigenous and non-Indigenous here at Clonard, and just to help educate our students along of the issues go on.
It's a very significant day. Lots of excitement, as we can hear in the background. The kids obviously love this day.
Yeah, well, we have open mic. We tend to do that a lot through school, and it gets everybody involved. And I thought it was important to have the Indigenous singers songs to be sung by different girls here today, just to show that they have done things with their lives, and that it is very important and it is a big part of Australia.
Well, because it personally affects my group, and I believe that we need a united Australia to fix the problem and close the gap, and then we can have equality through all out Australia.
And this has been going for a few years now. It's obviously still a very current issue amongst the school students.
Yeah, it's been going, I'm not sure how many years, but it's been going for a while, and everyone seems to enjoy it, and it's a great day for everyone, and everyone gets into it, so it's really good.
At Clonard College, this is Debbie Meaney for News Geelong.
Thank you, Debbie. June Alexander grew up with a seemingly idyllic childhood and now inspires us with a powerful message that it is never too late to recover from an eating disorder. Meryl Friend reports.
All right, we're joined with June Alexander, and you've got 3 books out on the shelves already, and it's a story telling us about your life with an eating disorder, which started at the ripe old age of 11?
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about your journey?
Well, I had a happy life up until, I guess, age 11. Grew up on a farm, a dairy farm, in eastern Victoria, and then developed anorexia in grade 6 primary school. Wasn't any help around in the time I was growing up. And what happened was, as does happen with 40% of children or adolescents with anorexia, I developed bulimia. And I was actually 32 years old before I actually was diagnosed, and then began a journey of recovery.
Wow. So were your family aware of this at the time?
I think they were aware that I wasn't the same person, but I guess because I put on some weight when I transitioned into bulimia, people tended to think I was well, but my mind hadn't recovered, and so I was still obsessed with many food thoughts, and that was my gear stick for living, and ended up being suicidal in my late 20s, and chronically depressed and full of anxiety. And so it was when in my 30s when I began to get the right help and was properly diagnosed that I started this. Took me another 25 years to get free, but
Wow.
for the last 5 years I've been free, and I've been turning that time into writing books to help others. I started to write. Writing was, I guess, the thing that kept me sane all those years. I had a love of writing. It was not negotiable with my illness, and so I'd often pour myself into my diaries when I felt misunderstood by the world around me, and yes, they became the source for a girl called Tim, and there's extracts in A Girl Called Tim, so it's very much taking the reader with me through my journey. It was difficult reading them, but you know, it's as I could see how much the illness had a hold on me, and it's just wonderful to get out the other side.
Well, you're looking fantastic, and you'll be an inspiration to many, so all the best with the new book.
Thank you very much, Meryl.
Thank you, Meryl. And viewers, June Alexander will be at the Book Grove in Ocean Grove on Saturday, April 23 from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. National Youth Week celebrations began early at the Lara Secondary College, giving young people a chance to celebrate with their friends and maybe try something new at one of the free events, as Meryl Friend reports.
We're here at Lara Secondary College, where some of the students here have been very involved in organising a special pool party at the Lara Pool for last weekend, the Saturday, and it's all in aid of Youth Week. The official opening's on the 1st of April, and we're able to chat with some of the students. And here we have Hannah, who's a Year 9 student. Can you tell us a bit about the activities that you've been involved in organising?
Yeah, we're all in different groups in our Lara Youth Agency, and we're all organising different activities. Some of us doing the barbecue, some of us organising the Battle of the Bands, face painting for little kids, all different things like treasure hunt, and yeah.
Fantastic. So it's the very beginning of a full week of activities. What sort of feeling does that give you when you know that a whole week's been dedicated to the youth?
I think it gives a really positive influence on the adolescents around Lara, and really brings everyone together as a community. Yeah.
And there's more events happening all over for the whole week, so do you know many of those that are happening?
There's some on the waterfront, and that's, I think, all I know really, other than our one, but yeah.
Okay, so great weekend with the pool party to start it off, and it ends up with the Impetus Youth Awards as well, so giving lots of people lots of recognition.
Yeah, there's lots of events through Youth Week. We've got events from Lara all the way down to the Bellarine Peninsula, and everything in between. God.
Here at Lara Secondary College, Meryl Friend for News Geelong.
Youth Week!
Thank you, Meryl. This is News Geelong as we go to a break and return with more news after this.